The feud between the Edo State Governor, Governor Godwin Obaseki, and his deputy, Philip Shaibu, the embattled deputy governor, has officially resumed at his new office outside the government house in Benin City. This followed a memo to that effect by the permanent secretary in the office of the head of service to the permanent secretary in the deputy governor's office. Asuko, this is ridiculous. Governor Basek is such a petty governor. I'm sorry to say that.
No,
So very petty. Oh, damn.
Yeah, I don't.
Philip Shaibu has gone to court. He has
withdrawn, but I thought he was going to, the governor was saying, going to, forgive and let, everything go.
That office.
This is the new office because we got visuals of the new office. He has packed everything from the government house itself, and they now moved him to this place that used to be the procurement, the public procurement office. That was built by Adams Oshomole in 2014. So he moved him here. So the deputy governor, if you want to meet him now, you go to number 7. Then it's Osadebia Avenue. So that is where he is now.
So it won't have any.
I want to believe that the deputy governor. No. He's going to touch this place. I don't know if the governor will give him small money to touch this place, because with the way he's looking, it's not looking befitting at all. But
what happened to that cordial relationship? What happened to that 5 and 6?
The thing is,
Philip Shaibu is known to be a very, very active deputy governor.
Yeah, this is
you see him, he represents the governor everywhere.
There are two things in life.
Was given the latitude.
Yeah, exactly.
So at what point in time?
This is in
things degenerate to this level?
In 2020, they had a very, very wonderful and unbreakable relationship, whereby even Shaibu had to, as Yoruba would say, Oju, Ore, or Babae, which is Adams Oshomole, someone who he was very, very close, and people saw him as his father, and
so this is the new.
We are thinking, yes, we are thinking nothing will happen to both of them until now. Shaibu said he has an ambition, but the governor is looking for loyalty. The governor
should know,
has
will the governor
for loyalty.
Decide?
And even Shaibu says here he's even loyal to him. So, but from the things I've been getting, from the feelers I've been getting, the governor doesn't want the next successor to come from Edo North. And that is where the contention is. And the governor is also saying that, let's concentrate on governance. But, in politics, the next election is in 2024. So if you don't start now, to start doing consultation, to start knowing who is behind you, before you know it,
the train will leave you.
Honestly. So that is where somebody who, like Philip Shaibu, who is a core politician, an activist, he understands the game. He knows the essence of time, Ayo. So he's not looking at, let me just wait until the governor will say, okay, I hereby endorse you. No, let me start the legwork. So that by the time it gets to that time, I would have been home and dry. I know that, okay, I'll just be doing some little things. So the government is supposed to understand that. I'm also angry because you said something about him being petty. I was watching a man of God that was saying something about people should not bring politics into church. This is church, for crying out. If you know that somebody is in the church, you should be having a forgiving heart. A deputy governor came to you to come and shake you, and you turn your face away, and you say you want to pray to God. That is where I got angry with the governor. He should have been matured enough to tell the DSS or whoever was there, move away, let me shake him. Whatever you want to do, it can be outside the church. But inside the church is a sacred place. You should have forgiven the deputy governor from there at that point, whether he wants to pray to God, forgiving him, and then tomorrow you will go and fight him, but not inside the church.
At least for the optics.
Yes. Ayo. But I don't know. I don't know how people see this.
You sat down.
You sat down and you knew that your deputy governor was coming to you, but you ignored him. And you say you want to pray to God and God to answer you. It's not possible.
Now, how long are we going to continue with this? Because governance will definitely suffer in the midst of this. And the people that will suffer are the people of Edo State. You don't need to go around Benin City, Edo State, this rainy season. Anywhere you go to, you go to the Ring Road, go to Benin City is just like something else this rainy season. So nobody's talking about solving the problem.
I just hope the ceiling of that new
It's not leaking.
It's not leaking. You know why? You know why that thought came to my head? I saw someone mopping the floor. I hope it's not because water seeped through the roof and the ceiling. Anyway, I just look at the roads the road leading to. Look at that pond. Yeah, that pool.
Yes.
You understand?
That is a typical Benin City site right now.
Okay.
Anywhere, GRA everywhere, flooded.
The truth of the matter is that conflict between governors and deputy governors is not new in Nigeria. However, it is the way it is being managed. I mean, for crying out loud, there's nothing wrong in a deputy governor having a political ambition. The governor is not bound to support him, but it shouldn't create unnecessary tension. I remember in 2003, in Lagos, when President Bola Tinubu was going away, a lot of commissioners showed interest.
So with this one, the deputy governor will not go near.
No, you can see his own office, this new office.
So he won't see the governor, he won't meet the governor.
Yeah.
His access will be restricted. Access will be restricted. That's the truth. So I was saying that a lot of people came out, to indicating their interest. The governor then didn't discourage anybody, but he had the support for Fashola. What I'm trying to say is that this show of shame going on is not necessary. Obaseki is not even pretending in the public.
Exactly.
At least pretend for diplomatic
So
reasons.
mean?
You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you say petty, if there's a word that is stronger than petty, we can use it. You understand?
I even saw the governor's portrait even inside the new office.
Normal protocol.
Definitely,
Yeah,
it will
which
be
makes
normal
sense. Normal protocol, yeah.
No, there are some people who are, if they are angry forever. So they won't even put it.
No. It doesn't have to get to that. And the funny thing is, how did things go wrong? Philip Shaibu was. It was a deputy governor that had the latitude,
Yes.
The kind of he had
Was
latitude.
visible. No other deputy governor.
Exactly.
Was as visible.
You mentioned the
as
way.
Philip Shaibu. I remember when they had their national sports festival and everything. Philip Shaibu was the chairman. He was the person that regularly.
He even dragged Oshiomhole down more than his principal. It was like the mouthpiece of the administration against Oshiomhole. But this should have been better managed, at least in the eyes of the public. If the governor doesn't trust him enough to succeed, for whatever reason, allow him to do whatever he wants to do. They will go for primary, and then if he wins, fine. If he does not win, it's also fine.
I think we need a kind of constitutional amendment that the deputy governor, maybe the role should be defined or something like that. That will not be 100% at the mercy of the governor, because right now, Philip Shaibu is just.
I think you are correct, because in the constitution, it's like the deputy governor does not know his role.
Oh,
like for
the governor can wake up in the morning and sack all your aides.
Okay, let me
wake up in the morning
for
and tell
this
you
one
that
now. For
get
Philip
your office
Shaibu,
out and go to another.
The role is the two major things he's doing is revenue generation and sports. So every other thing is not there. So except the governor says, okay, please go and do cut tape in one road. That is when he will go there. It's not that and then maybe in some other state, they will say deputy governor will be in charge of works. Some will say deputy governor, like when Lagos, then you'll be in charge of education. So, but I think this constitution has to be amended in such a way that the deputy governors will know, okay, when I want to be a deputy governor, this is what I will be doing. Maybe in charge of this, that. And not that the governor will now say, I think my wife will be the one to handle revenue generation. You handle education. No. So the lawmakers, as they are listening to us, this should be something they can start thinking of, for them to amend the constitution in such a way that all the role of the deputy governor should be properly defined, so that everybody will know where his own power starts and where it ends. Because as it stands today, Ayo, a deputy governor will continue to remain a rubber stamp. Whatever the governor will continue to just a spare tire, Whatever the governor says, go and do, that is what he will do. And that's why we are having all this friction. And that if a deputy governor has ambition, his principal will say, why do you have ambition? I'm the one that you are supposed to come and tell first. Before you go and say you want to succeed me. No, it shouldn't be like that. You know, even the Constitution even gives him the right anyway to contest. You know, so we just have to start thinking how we can make sure that we don't have such situation across the country, because any time that every 4 years or 8 years we keep having this issue, it's very few governors that you see that they would gladly want to give their deputy governor the role for them to succeed them. And all the time, most of them, when once it gets closer to that election period, you start hearing that a deputy governor has been sacked by the House of Assembly. You know, by the House of... So every time they want to impeach. And at the end of the day, they will remove. Then later, they will now say, okay, the court has said, okay, return them.
A lot of things has to be reworked.
The way it is now, if Governor Obaseki want to go for the jugular now, it's just a matter of him instructing the state house.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. That court case preempting his move. It's just a matter of, guys.
It's very, very unfortunate that even House of Assemblies have become the appendage of the governor. So the governor can instruct them at his will to do whatever. So where's the independence of that organ of government? You understand? This same Obaseki did not inaugurate
for years.
For years. This is not monarchy. This is not a monarchy. This is democracy. So when a governor begins to act as if it's an absolute monarch, you know, it leaves much to be desired. I think that the Constitution, just as we are saying, should be amended to checkmate governors like this who want to be larger than life, who want to live like an emperor. Okay?
So everybody should wait till you announce your successor in November.
That is what
before you start politics.
That exactly.
This is what happens when men are bigger than institutions.
I think is what Edo people really need is governance. And so far, so good. I want to tell you for free, Ayo. I'm not sure there's anybody in Edo that will say, oh, they are entirely happy with how Edo State is today compared to how it was before. In terms of road infrastructure, everything has decayed. And then the governor who is supposed to sit down and, you know, see to these things would always want to blame the federal government for everything. You know, all these issues are not some things that he's supposed to concern himself with. If you have a successor, your deputy says, oh, I want to be governor. I will keep quiet. If I were to be him, I will keep quiet. I won't say anything. I will keep quiet. The time will come whereby we'll be able to talk about who is going to succeed me. Me, I'll be doing my own work. I won't tell him who I'm going to endorse. You want to go and do consultation? Go and do it. And then I'll be sending him the errands that I need to send him. But trying to come out, you know, and begin to fight and begin to show all this kind of unnecessary emotion, it doesn't speak well of somebody like, in quotes, somebody like the governor, Obaseki.
People believe sometimes felt 8 years is just, you know, power is transient. 8 years.
Well, I still want to emphasize what I was saying earlier about men being stronger than institutions. That is why you have a governor can instruct in the House of Assembly to deal with a deputy governor. That is why you have a governor, you know, you have a governor ostensibly instigating councillors, you know, to remove, to suspend the chairman because the chairman challenges him on financial probity or something like that. You know, that is why you have a minister and an attorney general who doesn't like the face of maybe EFCC head, and then, you know, begins to practice all sort of shenanigans. We must, for us to make any meaningful progress in this country, we must build our institutions. And some will be stronger than men because they outlive men in the office. Governors will come and go, but the office of the governor will remain. Amen. Lawmakers will come and go, but the state of assembly will remain. Deputy governors will come and go, but the office will remain. So we must respect those institutions. We must give honor to those institutions. So when men become stronger in institutions, and institutions are at their mercy of their whims and caprices, you are not going to have any progress. Our progress will be stunted. So something should be done about this.